Why does this fill sound so different in this one song? There's nothing strange about that fill, is there? Or is there? Actually, there is in this song. Stick around, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so in the 80s, there's a song, I think it's the 80s, probably. There's a Billy Joel song. Now, who thinks of Billy Joel as having a strange drum part? Not many people, probably. Liberty DeVito, great drummer for Billy Joel for all those, basically for most of the hits. So I'm listening to this song back in the day on the radio. You know, I had one of those boom boxes on my shoulder, walking down the street. Actually, I don't think I had it on my shoulder. Hang on a minute. But anyone from the 80s knows the cool boom boxes back in the day. Cassette player, hit the record button. You're listening to, if you're in Chicago, The Loop or WMET. We're Chicago Rocks, by the way. So you're listening to this, and all of a sudden this song comes on, and it's a kind of a poppy. It's a Billy Joel song, right? So you just got done listening to Boom Boom Out Go to Lights by Pat Travers, and all of a sudden Billy Joel comes on. Because back then they played, even though it was all under the umbrella of rock, we had different sounding things. It wasn't so sort of generic like today. I know I'm old. Okay, but anyway, so this Billy Joel song comes on, I'm listening to it, and it's a shuffle, right? So I like shuffles, although at the time I probably didn't know what a shuffle was, but you get the idea. It's a shuffle. Okay, whatever, something like that. It's a shuffle, and it's shuffling along. And then all of a sudden, I almost fall off my porch. Because everyone sat and listened to the music on their porch, watch people go by, wave. This is back in the day. All of a sudden, I hear this. And I'm like, wait, that's not the beginning to Hawaii 5-0. Actually, it is the beginning of Hawaii 5-0. But again, if you're not over 40, you don't know Hawaii 5-0. Or maybe you do, because there was a remake of it. But anyway, that was the intro to Hawaii 5-0. But no, I digress. It's not the intro to Hawaii 5-0. It is. But it's in this Billy Joel song, Still Rock and Roll to Me. But why did it get my attention? We hear that fill 1,000 times in 1,000 songs. We don't even think about it. But in this song, it totally took me by surprise, and it made me pay attention. Hang on a minute. If I was recording it, which you would do sometimes, you would record the radio, I could have rewound the tape and listened back to that song. And at some point I probably did. And then I listened back to it, and what's happening there? I'll tell you what's happening there. It's a shuffle, right? As I mentioned. So it's a shuffle. So we're in a shuffle is based on triplets, right? And triplets is 3 evenly spaced notes per beat of time, right? 1 ta ta, 2 ta ta, 3 ta ta, 4 ta ta, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 ta ta, 2 ta, 3 ta ta, 4 ta ta, 1 ta ta, 2 ta ta, 3 ta ta, 4 ta ta. So you were listening to the song for 2 minutes on this whole format of basically a shuffle based on 3 evenly spaced notes per 1 beat of time, right? And we're listening to... And then all of a sudden they put in a fill that's based on 4 evenly spaced notes in 1 beat of time. So we go from 3 evenly spaced notes in 1 beat of time to 4 evenly spaced notes in 1 beat of time. And I'm trying to figure it out as a 12-year-old or whatever. I'm like, this is not working out right in my head. What's the field change? Is it an odd time? Did he do something weird? Is this my first experience with metric modulation? What's happening? I didn't even know who Vinnie Colaiuta was. It had nothing to do with that. It was simply 16th notes played in with a triplet feel, and then we went to a 16th note pulse or meter into a triplet meter or pulse again. So there you go. There's your explanation. Try it sometime. It's exciting. And I have tried it. I'm going to explain that in a minute. So basically in the Billy Joel song, what's the matter with the car I'm driving? I don't want to start singing. It's not a singing video, although I could, but I'm not going to. So whatever. feel, a triplet feel, the 3 evenly spaced notes, we're going to now inject 4 evenly spaced notes in that same beat of time that we've been listening to 3 evenly spaced notes, and it sounds like this. And then you go back to... That's what it is. So it's cool to do that. Mess around with it. You're putting a 16th note feel into a triplet pulse. It has to be the right situation. It doesn't always work. Certainly for the person who wrote the song, they might not like that sort of divergent of rhythm. Is that a word? Divergence. It's a better word. Of rhythm, this colliding. Although it probably happens more than you think in certain variations, but maybe certainly not in pop music. So that's it. It's a triplet. It's a shuffle feel with a 16th note fill. That's the weird part. Many years after that, I was had the privilege of playing with a guy named Bob Musial, who had a band called Planet Strange. Now, although I never played in Planet Strange, when Bob Musial left, or Planet Strange went their own way or whatever, I became friends with Bob Musial, and he asked me to play in his band, the Bob Musial Band, I guess you called it, and it also was later called Bob Musial and Friends, where he just invited people that he had played with over the years. And anyway, from one of his solo albums, in the Planet Strange days, he had a song called Stars Melt Away, which is a song in 6, but it's a shuffle. Okay, so it's a shuffle in 6, and in that song, I kind of hearken back to the Billy Joel thing that I heard 30 years before, where I felt this basically not a swing 8th feel, but a straight 8th feel in a fill at a certain part of the song. And so I remember the first time I did it, I didn't tell anybody because I probably didn't even know I was going to do it myself, because it was probably improv. And I was playing... I went... And I remember, I think the first time, it might have been live, we played it, I just remember, I was like, okay, I'm going to play this here. It just feels right to me in this part. I only did it one time. Same thing, Liberty DeVito. I only played that fill one time. But it was a straight 8th fill, 1 and 2 and 3 and, or 4 and 5 and 6 and 1. So it had this feeling about it that just changed the feel of the song. And he's an acoustic guitar player, and he's playing in front. And I remember doing it. He's actually to the left of me. And I remember doing it, and he just turned and smiled at me. And I thought, okay, he didn't hate it, right? So, and he never said, I don't know that he ever said anything. I don't know if he said, cool Phil, or I like that part. I don't know if he said anything, but I did it. I didn't always play it, because I didn't always feel it. But when I did, I played it, and I always thought it did something to that section. It was towards the end of the song, and it's kind of a sad song. I think it's about someone with like cancer or some type of illness, if I remember right. So it sort of added a bit of gravity or something to that part, I thought. And so anyway, sometimes you just get a feeling to do that. So that's what's happening. You've got this triplet meter, and you're putting a 16th note pulse or meter or feel or grouping in that original feel, which was a triplet-based feel. So anytime you mix 16th notes with triplets, you get this strange feel like that. So it's cool to mess around with. That's what's happening in that fill from back in the 80s, the Billy Joel song. And that's also happening in the Planet Strange song, Stars Melt Away. Now, you can find that on Spotify, but on that, I didn't play the drums on the CD because I wasn't in the band when they did the CD when they were recording. But whatever, I had the feel of that when I played it live. I don't know if there's probably video of that live somewhere, and maybe I played it that way because I didn't always. But anyway, so there you go. Try some 16th note fills with a triplet groove and see what it feels like to you. It's kind of a strange feeling. It's a little uncomfortable. It sounds a little off, but it could work in certain situations. Certainly worked for Liberty DeVito. It has a really interesting dynamic to it. And I always remembered that song. It's not one of my favorite Billy Joel songs like Piano Man or whatever, but because of that fill, it sort of stood out to me. So practice. Basically triplet, shuffle, feel, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 16s. I'm much more of a 1-ta-ta, 2-ta-ta, 3-ta-ta guy. It just rolls off the tongue so much better. But I know a lot of books say 1 triplet, 2 triplet. When are you going to ask me? Is Alfred going to call me and say, stop doing the 1 triplet, 2 triplet? Can we do 1-ta-ta, ant-ta-ta, 2-ta-ta, ant-ta-ta for 16th note triplets, and 1-ta-ta, 2-ta-ta, 3-ta-ta, 4-ta-ta? See how much easier that is? 1 triplet, ant triplet, 2 triplet. Forget all that. Stars Melt Away, Planet Strange. You can find it on Spotify. I'm not playing the drums on the particular track on Spotify, but you could probably find a video of it somewhere, maybe on YouTube. Then you'll watch that video, and I don't do that fill in there. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, practice. I think it's a cool feel. Billy Joel, what's the name of the song again? It's not Who Didn't Start the Fire. That's a different song. I'm gonna get it. It's still rock and roll to me. I think it's on an album called Glass Houses. I'm not sure. Why do I remember this? No clue. But I think it is circa early 80s, probably, maybe mid 80s, probably early 80s. Anyway, you don't have to like the song to like what's happening in that fill. So kudos to Liberty DeVito for, I don't know how that happened, but it's a cool thing. And I don't know if Billy Joel suggested it or if Liberty suggested it, but you could always text me and let me know the behind the scenes of this particular fill, because I've always liked it over the years. So there you go. Triplets mixed with 16th notes. Go crazy with it. Just wild times, wild stuff. And enjoy the lesson. Like, subscribe. What do I got coming out? I thought I had something else. I do. What do I have? I have things. All of a sudden, my mind's been working. There's another 16th note fill, real simple. I do sort of break it down into kind of a linear thing or quasi-linear or something. I never know if it's linear or not because I can't quite figure out if my hands are hitting simultaneously. Okay. But some cool ideas coming up, so keep listening. Keep subscribing. Actually, you can't keep subscribing. You just subscribe once. But you keep listening. Keep watching. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Shuffles and 16ths. It's not a mystery. You can do it. Have a great week.